You're listening to Kris and Chelsea Afternoons on Wild Country 99. When listeners need the truth, or at least a laugh, they, for some reason, turn to Kris and Chelsea.
This is my favorite.
It's now time for Dear Kris and Chelsea.
All right, we're chatting with Chloe. The way Dear Kris and Chelsea works, somebody brings up an issue or concern they're having, and then our listeners decide if they're right or wrong and which direction they feel they should go. A lot of the advice is great. Some of the advice is kind of harsh. You know what? It's all okay.
It's all good. I like people's input to make a good decision. So hopefully that's what we can help Chloe do today.
All right, Chloe, welcome to Dear Kris and Chelsea. What's going on? How can we help?
Yeah, so my boyfriend, he works all the time, and when it comes to holidays, he never seems to have the day off. Like, we have to celebrate Christmas and New Year's and everything on a different day. And I was just wondering if it would be wrong of me to be like, hey, you kind of need to change your schedule up so we can have some time on holidays.
I get it, especially like some workplaces, they only give you the actual holidays off. So it's nice to coordinate those times. Sounds like you're someone who likes to celebrate holidays on the day of.
Right. I feel like it doesn't feel like the holiday if you're not celebrating the day of the holiday.
All right, you probably know where I'm going to go with this one, right?
Yeah.
Do you really have to celebrate the holiday on the actual day? Nobody knows, right?
I think there's an importance to it. That's like celebrating your birthday when it's not your birthday and celebrating Christmas in the middle of January.
Okay, I think birthday is the one day a year, if you consider your birthday a holiday. Chelsea obviously does.
Nothing wrong
You
with that.
should celebrate your birthday on the day.
But Christmas too, Chris. You have to do your birthday a little bit before that. Christmas, there's church activities, there are things that are going on downtown. There's something special about that day itself.
But if you have a partner that is forced to work those days, what are you going to have him quit just to be with you? I mean, come on.
Is he forced to work those days, or is he just choosing work so that he gets out of the holidays?
All right, so here's the deal. The way Dear Kris and Chelsea works, we're going to open up the phone lines and the text lines right now, 320-656-9453. You guys give Chloe your advice. Is it okay for her to basically demand her boyfriend takes the actual holidays off the specific day? Or are you in disagreement with her? You guys decide, then we'll get Chloe back in the line. We'll find out what she thinks about all the advice. Okay, Chloe?
Awesome. Thank you.
Back to Dear Kris and Chelsea. Chloe needs some advice.
Yeah.
Here on the show, she's having some concerns about her boyfriend, who seems to work every single holiday for one reason or another, whether he's forced to or whether he chooses to.
He's working all the time and she misses him and wants to celebrate with him.
You got to make it all sentimental like that, don't you?
That's the whole point. Otherwise, why be in a relationship if you don't spend any time together?
She wants to celebrate the holidays on the actual day.
Chris thinks that's the most bizarre concept in the world.
It doesn't need to be, in my opinion, it doesn't have to be on the exact day. Why? Because everybody says so?
Then throw the calendar away then. Throw the whole thing away. Just mass chaos everywhere.
You know what? Life and jobs and things come in the way of a lot of things in life, you know?
Yeah, I do get it, and I do respect it. If you got to work, you got to work. It's not like they feel good about missing out on everything.
So we're looking for your advice. What would you say to Chloe? A lot of texts are already coming in right now, 320-656-9453. Who do we got up first? Looks like it's Hannah. What do you think?
Honestly, I'm not saying she needs to conform with his schedule, but she does need to speak up and at least let it be known how she feels.
Yeah.
Like, she may not be able to convince him to change his schedule completely for her. Like, I think we need to be realistic with that. But at least letting him know how it makes her feel is important. Let him make that decision. That's really not something that she can make for him.
Oh, here we go with the feelings.
Chris, you are such a Grinch.
I'm just saying, if it makes it feel better. I mean, she should let him know. He's probably going to say no from what it sounds, right?
I just really want to know, and this is Megan too. She's like, does he hate the holidays or does he have to work? So what's the issue here? There's a couple other people texting in. Mary says, definitely sit him down and talk to him about this. Talk to him about how you're feeling. If it's frustrated, you feel like he's missing out on the family stuff all the time. It is kind of a downer.
Beth, you're up next. Welcome to Dear Kris and Chelsea. What do you think Chloe should do?
I think it's time for her to walk, personally. I think that she needs to accept it or walk away.
Okay, that's kind of forward, I guess.
I mean, it's a good point because he's not going to change. And is this a deal breaker for her? I know it's the hard stance, but that's the truth of it.
I think that if it's been consistent and this is how things have been going, it's not going to change. Even if she tries to bring it up, I don't see it changing. But, if she wants to try, she can try. But I think it would be time to walk away.
Well, they do say you can't really change people. You can change their minds, but you can't really change their habits and actions, right?
It's so hard because these are holidays. And when you have somebody who loves holidays, which she obviously does, she wants to celebrate with the people that she loves. Valentine's Day, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter, 4th of July. And if he isn't part of any of those celebrations at all, you kind of feel like you're missing out on the biggest highlights of the year with the person that you love the most.
Absolutely.
We have a lot of texts that are coming in right now. 320-656-9453. A lot of people are saying it is what it is. It's, We got this one here. It says, Chloe, stop comparing your relationship to Hallmark movies. If he's a good partner the other 360 days of the year, let him have his work days. This shouldn't break the relationship. Another guy texted in, he's like, is he supposed to change his entire personality just because it's a holiday? If he's a workhorse, just let him run. Cheryl texted in, she's like, I would rather take somebody who works hard any day of the week than the party animal. But she's like, maybe you can do a compromise, maybe celebrate the day after. Here's another one. This is from Lisa. She's like, I work a lot of holidays. That's the peak money making season, working overtime. I've had to do that too. We're especially working in retail or even in this industry, we work the holidays a lot of the times. And that's just when you're making your money. Missy, what do you think? Is this something that she can change?
No, she has to deal with it. If he has to work, he has to work. I mean, that's just what we have to do in life. If she wants to be with someone that has a normal 9-to-5 schedule, then she should date somebody who does that. But I absolutely don't think she should give him a hard time at all. And they can make Valentine's Day, February 16th or whatever that is. But I think it's probably the wrong person for her.
Man, I can't believe so many people are just saying break up.
Or have some flexibility. I like this approach. This is from Allie. She's like, don't wait around for him to be free to have fun. Go to the party. See your family. If he sees you're out living your best life, he might realize what he's missing out on. Here's another one that just says, take care of yourself. Focus on your own busy for a bit. When you have your own goals and projects, his long hours won't feel like personal abandonment, which I think is what a lot of women feel like, or men, when their partner works so much, they're feeling abandoned. You're your own person. Just go do your own thing. And if your social life is a priority for you, then do it.
And I know that Chloe mentioned Valentine's Day coming up, where she wants him to take that day off and be off that day, whether he can or not. That's just not reality. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't, right, Missy?
It's a stupid holiday anyway. Like, if you really have a good relationship, it doesn't really matter.
Okay, well, you're not the only one that feels that way, I guarantee that. So I think Chloe's heard a lot of good advice, some advice she probably doesn't want to hear, unfortunately.
Right.
So we're going to get Chloe back in the line coming up next, and we're going to find out what she thinks about all the advice here on Dear Kris and Chelsea and what she should do. Back to Dear Kris and Chelsea. We heard from Chloe, who has an issue with her boyfriend, who seems to work every single holiday.
Every single holiday.
This includes Christmas, Thanksgiving, probably her birthday too, which really isn't a holiday, but you get the gist. Valentine's Day coming up as well. So we got a lot of good advice. A lot of texts came in.
Yeah.
Most people are saying that she needs to deal with his schedule. She got into the relationship knowing what he does for a living and what his days and hours are.
He's working. He's making money. Majority of people are saying, have a talk with him. Just try to figure out, like, what is this? If he has to work, you can't really change that. So see if you can try to find a compromise. If that doesn't work, then people are saying, go do your own thing. Like, don't sit around and mope.
All right, so Chloe, you heard all the advice here on Dear Kris and Chelsea. What are your thoughts? What are you going to do?
I'm going to talk to him about it. I'm going to see if maybe not every holiday, but at least like one or two,
Well, I guess that's a start, right?
I think that's a great compromise. And you're showing support for him. Working hard, because I agree. I would rather have a man who works hard than a man who's not working at all.
Whether you consider Valentine's Day a holiday or not, it sounds like it's important to you, right, Chloe?
Yeah, I really like Valentine's Day. He should try to get the day off.
Oh, well, the nice thing about Valentine's Day, hint, hint, Kris, I'm sure you already have something brilliant planned.
I've got something Real nice
Good,
plan,
'cause
Chelsea.
It just happens that it's in her name too, just saying. But the nice thing is with Valentine's Day, restaurants have even extended it where they have specials on the 13th, the 14th, even the 15th, so the whole weekend. I mean, hopefully you guys can find something to do together.
And the nice thing is Valentine's Day lands on a Saturday this year, so you can use Friday or Sunday, in my opinion, to do something real nice.
Almost all major holidays are falling on a Saturday this year.
Right.
And then you'll know, Chloe, if he still doesn't want to compromise, then I guess that's your answer. Like if he actually does not want to celebrate any of these holidays together and they're important to you, you might have to split.
Well, Chloe, good luck to you. Thanks for being on the show. Dear Kris and Chelsea, appreciate all the advice from everybody as usual.
Yes.
Everybody's helpful here
We
on this
wish you
segment.
the best.
Thank you.
So the Grammy Awards went down last night.
Yes.
I didn't watch a single minute. Actually, I saw a few clips of Jelly Roll, who just kind of cleaned up in the country categories
Oh my
yesterday.
gosh. He got three. Three for three.
Zach Top, also a big winner, of course.
So great.
There were some cringy moments from the highlights that I did see. Yet another reason why I just don't. I can't sit through a whole award show.
I was looking at my social feed and just looking at all the pictures that were coming through, what people were wearing. I was like, you've got to be, have we lost our minds?
Everybody's trying to make a statement, it seems. Cher had the biggest botch of the night, and this wasn't her plastic surgery. This is actually what she said.
Chris, ouch.
She botches the Record of the Year award for Kendrick Lamar.
Yep.
There's a song called Luther that he apparently did.
Yes.
It's actually a tribute to the late Luther Vandross, right?
Right.
And here's what she said when she announced the song. She totally screwed this up.
And the Grammy goes to...
Fumbling.
Gotta read. Gotta open it.
Oh! They told me it was going to be on the prompter.
I love Cher.
Oh, the Grammy goes to Luther Vandross!
No.
Kendrick Lamar!
I don't think she can read either that or it's just
he passed away, honey.
maybe the lettering on these awards need to be a little bit bigger if they're going to ask people that are.
Well, who was having a hard time reading the prompter last? It was the woman. Oh gosh, I'm blanking on her name. Long red hair, wasn't wearing much at the Grammys today, but she couldn't read the teleprompter and it stopped. She's squinting and she couldn't read it, so they just froze.
Why don't they adjust the size based on people's eyesight and how old they are?
Well,
like me, my vision is getting worse and worse
Right.
since I'm obviously late 40s now. So I'm looking. I actually, for the first time, I never thought I would do this on my iPhone. I went into the settings and I changed the lettering, the size of the font across my entire phone. I upped it 2 notches because I had trouble reading it like in low light.
Right.
And when I just wake up, I just can't see very well for some odd reason.
Well, honey, I was in news and there's somebody who's actually controlling the teleprompter and it's a skill. You have to be able to read. You have to speak the words of what's written. You have to make sure that people like you aren't inserting bad words in there. And then you have to read it in a timely manner. And then you have to trust the person who's scrolling the prompter to actually have a good flow with you. So it's better to
Ladies and gentlemen, a teleprompter, like we wanted to know about teleprompters, Chelsea. That was way too much information.
I'm just saying that's why people can't read, and that's why they fumble so bad.
Yeah, probably. Plus, these actors and people like her, they don't read teleprompters for a living.
Where are the cue cards?
Yeah,
Remember the cue cards back in the day, and you just chuck them on the ground when you're done?
But that wasn't the highlight of the Grammys last night. The speech that Jelly Roll gave.
Oh, yeah.
He needs to go preach.
He does every time he speaks.
We're going to play it back for you. Jelly Roll's iconic speech is coming up next with Kris and Chelsea. So today is Groundhog Day.
It is.
Don't be one of those people.
I always say Groundhog's Day.
Don't say groundhogs. I was just going to say, don't be one of those people.
Well, it's apostrophe S. It's his day.
There's only one real groundhog.
It's Phil's day.
His name is Phil.
Punxsutawney Phil.
Punxsutawney Phil. He gets woken up from a long nap every single year.
I know. Poor little dude. He's like right in hibernation mode.
He's not even right a lot of the time.
No. What is his rate?
He's honestly wrong. There's a lot of other animals.
53%?
I actually did some research on this, believe it or not. And there's a bunch of other animals that are more accurate than he is when it comes to predicting a longer winter, 6 more weeks of winter.
Okay.
Or if we're going to have an early spring. So to honor Punxsutawney Phil and his terrible estimates, his terrible predictions, I put together a song. You ready?
Okay.
This is based off an old Elvis song. Check this out.
Welcome to Punxsutawney.
You ain't nothing but a groundhog, lying all the time. You ain't nothing but a groundhog. I wish you were mine. Well, you ain't never guessed the weather 'cause your skills ain't worth a dime. Well, they said you're a big deal, and that's a total lie. You might as well be a baby seal, 'cause your forecast I don't buy. Well, you ain't never been right ever, and you waste my winter time.
Hey! Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. Ladies and gentlemen, Punxsutawney Phil. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to wake Phil up. And to wake Phil up, we're going to do a chant. Phil, 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 Phil.
You ain't nothing but a groundhog, leading us astray. You ain't nothing but a groundhog, screwing up my days.
Oh.
Yeah, you couldn't ever call the weather if it smacked you in the face.
Happy Groundhog Day.
Just so you know, this morning he predicted 6 more weeks of winter,
Yeah.
or as we like to call it in our region, 12 more weeks of winter.
It always
It
is.
goes until April, it seems, every single year,
Aw,
right?
Phil.
All right, so Jelly Roll did Jelly Roll type things, accepting his awards last night at the 68th Annual Grammy Awards.
Yeah.
He's just inspiring. I just love listening to him
I adore him, man.
because he's obviously had a troubled past.
Yeah.
And by the way, the people that sit there in the comments with their keyboard warriors and criticize him and they don't look past his mistakes that he made when he was younger. He's
And the
changed.
face tattoos.
He's not doing the same thing now. He's changed. That people can change. Do you believe it or not?
I mean,
People-
he's changed mentally, emotionally, physically. I mean, total 180.
So here's the speech that he gave. Check this out.
I want to thank my beautiful wife. I would have never changed my life without you. I'd have ended up dead or in jail. I'd have killed myself if it wasn't for you and Jesus. I thank you for that. I thank you for my label, Broken Bow. Country radio, baby. What's up, y'all? Oh, Republic, John Manili, we did it, baby. There was a time in my life, y'all, that I was broken. That's why I wrote this album. I didn't think I had a chance, y'all. There was days that I thought the darkest things. I was a horrible human. There was a moment in my life that all I had was a Bible this big and a radio the same size and a 6x8 foot cell. And I believed that those two things could change my life. I believed that music had the power to change my life and God had the power to change my life. And I want to tell y'all right now, Jesus is for everybody. Jesus is not owned by one political party. Jesus is not owned by no music label. Jesus is Jesus, and anybody can have a relationship with him. I love you, Lord.
I mean, he just,
I just want to cry and like hug him. He is just such a humble, amazing person.
that is super cool. So yeah, he won 3 Grammys last night. Zach Top also won an award as well, and that's pretty much the it.
I'm super salty that Lainey Wilson didn't take home a single thing. Country wasn't even represented in all the major categories. But you know what? Not to take away, Jelly Roll, 3 for 3.
It should be represented a little bit more, in my opinion, but that's a conversation we'll have for another day, if not never. Anyway, yeah, the Grammys have come and gone.
That's all we got to say about that.
Good job, Jelly Roll. So sad news. Late on Friday, we got news that Home Alone icon Catherine O'Hara,
Gosh.
a.k.a. Kevin's mom in the Home Alone franchise, passed away at the age of 71.
Yeah.
And, Mrs. McAllister.
I was in here in the studio doing one of my other shows, and that popped up on the TV screen. We got the news going, and my jaw, I had to just stop what I was doing. She was 71 years old. Which
She doesn't seem that old.
She's not that old, and they say that the average lifespan is 75, but that's like our parents' age. And I was just like, oh, I was just shocked. And then I don't think any details have been released yet.
A lot of people knew her from Beetlejuice back in the day, too.
Delia.
Right. So I saw this and this is kind of cool. This is funny. From an interview a few years ago. She says there was a young boy that actually came up to her on the streets and grilled her and asked her why she would leave her son Kevin home.
Funny.
The boy couldn't actually he couldn't separate the movie from real life. So this is what she said about that.
A child came up to me like a little 8-year-old in a mall. Are you Kevin's mom? I said, Well, yeah, I played Kevin's mom in a movie, yes. Why did you leave him? Sorry, it was in the script. So you left him twice. I know. I'm sorry. Isn't that called abandonment? Yes, I'm sorry.
You can't leave the boy twice. That's unbelievable.
Yes, I play him in a movie. But I think that just goes to a test of the power of her character. I'm getting emotional thinking about, we just watched Home Alone 2 again on Christmas, and I insisted on that. And when they reunite in Central Park, and they were so close. So Macaulay Culkin, he made a post and he says, "Mama, I miss you." He's like, "I thought we had more time. There was so much more that I wanted to say to you." So he was really missing her. So even though, she was a character, she was profound in his life to the point where she was a mother figure to him.
And Chelsea cries every time she sees that scene in the movie too.
I do.
She's actually crying right now.
She didn't mean to leave him. Twice.
Rest in peace.
We should have left Buzz.
Actress Kathleen O'Hara. Do you know someone with a secret or strange little addiction? Maybe it's something that's just really weird. 320-656-9453. What exactly are they addicted to? I know some people, there's like certain smells that people are addicted to. Like the smell of gasoline for some odd reason. Some people really enjoy that.
Yeah, I like lighting matches. I like that first little whiff. That scent is just so good.
I like the smell of a freshly blown out candle.
Oh,
that's kind of a good smell. No, I don't stick my nose up and.
I was wondering the other day because we always have candles that are going on, and you're the one who blows them out.
Yeah,
and then you just kind of stand there for a minute.
Now you know why. I like it. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were making sure it was all the way out, but okay.
Well, that too.
Oh wow. Can I just pick the really weird ones?
Yeah, the weirder the better.
Okay. Are you even ready for this? Marcus says. He says, "Hey guys, love the show." Thank you, Marcus. He's like, "I have a laundry room problem." He's like, "I don't just like the smell of dryer sheets. I have to have one tucked into my pillowcase every night.
What?
And I even take them to work sometimes in my pocket. I can't get enough of Spring Meadow specifically."
See, that's the kind. I don't mind the smell. Obviously, they got to smell pleasant to go in with your laundry, right? But the fact is, whenever I see one, like if I touch one, I have to go wash my hands. I don't know. I don't know what's on them, but it's like
it's chemicals for sure.
Your hands feel a little bit sticky, and I just hate that feeling.
He says that he gets a lot of compliments how good he smells.
You know who else likes dryer sheets? Is Daisy the dog.
What did she do?
Remember, she had a little issue of eating them as of late.
Oh, she likes to pull them out of the trash.
I don't know why.
In tissues. She likes to eat tissues that you blow your little boogies in them.
This dog, yeah.
She likes to pull them out of there.
She's weird, yeah.
Sarah texted in. She's like, "I'm addicted to the crunch of frost, like freezer frost." She's like, "I don't want the ice cubes. I want that thin, flaky, snow-like frost that builds up on the back of old freezers."
Oh, that's gross. Like, so you chip it out and then you eat it?
Yeah, she's like, she's like, "I don't know if I started doing this as a kid to make like Frosties and slushies or what." She's like, "I even like freezer burnt food. I like to lick the flakes, the frost flakes off of the food."
Wow, that's weird. My gosh.
Hey, we're not judging.
I had a friend back in grade school that would eat his boogies.
Ugh.
He would do it like blatantly in front. He didn't care.
I had a kid. I'm not going to say his name because he's got a pretty prominent business now. But he used to eat paper. I remember being in second grade and I turned around because I would hear this tearing of this paper. And so we'd turn around during story time or whatever it was, and he'd be shredding loose leaf paper, balling it up and chewing it and then eating it. And he would eat about 2 sheets of paper every day.
Have you ever actually chewed on paper, put it in your mouth?
No,
I have.
Because I'm not weird.
Well, I'm a little weird. But come on, in school, at one point I didn't eat it.
Paper.
I would spit it out. I would just chew on it. And it turns into like this pulp. Obviously, when it's made, that's the consistency of it. But when you get it wet, don't look at me and judge me like that. I'm not the only one that's put paper in my mouth and chewed it.
I used to chew on pencils.
I think that's how you create spitballs too. Because remember, you used to take the clear Bic pens.
Oh, gross!
And then you take the ink part.
The mechanical pencils. You take the inside out.
No, you take it out of the mechanical pencils. You amateur. You would take the Bic pens and then you chew up some paper. That's probably where I got it from. And then you put the little spitball in there, Oh man, that thing, you spit them.
Speaking of, your old co-host, I could never use a pen in the studio because she used to chew on them.
Yeah, she like gnawed on those for
like
some odd
all
reason.
of them, like the pen caps, like she'd chew them. Hannah, the smell of horses is not a weird addiction. I get it too. I like to smell leather soap. I even like the smell of horse manure. So I'm going to say that's not weird at all. I love it.
Barb, what's your strange addiction?
Okay, so what I like to do is I like to take some salsa and put it on top of ice cream.
What?
It tastes so good, and it's got that little spicy with, creamy. It's actually pretty good.
I guess I'll take your word for it. How often do you make this and eat it?
So I've done it. I do it almost every other day, and they ask me to quit because it grosses them out. But I love it, and it's just so good.
Well, it's grossing me out. Thanks for the call.
I mean, I had a roommate in college. She would mix her salsa with sour cream.
That's fine.
So it's on the way. But this
salsa
is
on ice cream.
Yeah.
Kay, what's your strange addiction?
My husband works at a shop up a mile up the road from our house, and he works with mineral spirits sometimes. And every time he comes home with them, I instantly go up to him and go and take like a huge whiff of it because I love the smell of mineral spirits.
Okay, that's kind of weird. How does he react when you sniff him?
He's like, "You're so weird. What is wrong with you?" He said, "This is disgusting." I said, "No, it smells so good."
You are weird. I don't know.
That's so funny.
I don't even know what mineral salts are. Like, is that's like some type of
mineral spirits? I don't know.
Mineral salts.
I'm like scared. Yeah. I like to smell.
What are mineral spirits?
Oh man.
Where do you get these alleged spirits at?
Okay. Are you ready for this? Is the weirdest text that we got.
All right,
Jenna.
then we're done with this. This is weirding me out.
Jenna has a balloon habit. She says she loves the feel of uninflated latex balloons, and she always keeps one in her pocket like a worry stone.
Okay.
And she goes through about 50 balloons a week. She just loves it.
I thought you were going to say she eats them.
Loves latex. No, she could die if she started eating balloons.
Well, that's what I'm saying,
Come on now. These aren't the world's deadliest habits. It's just weird ones.
I apologize that I even brought this topic up. We don't want to. They actually have a TV show you can stream right now. We talked about this last week, My Strange Addiction, where people have these weird addictions, and it's just it's fascinating to me of just how weird people are. It's so weird. I enjoy it.
I just like my books.
Okay, yeah.
I just like my little alternate universe reading my books.
When you're done with your books, can I have the pages, please?
What are you going to do with them?
I'm going to eat them. I'm going to put them in my mouth.
No, I don't want you to eat my books.
You're listening to Kris and Chelsea. Afternoons on Wild Country 99.